People with dementia can either forget to speak or lose the wish and the will to speak. But this can change with music and singing, because music brings back old memories, and from there the person is often motivated to sing along, especially. Sing-alongs are the absolute favourite for dementia residents. And with those sing-alongs, the words within the songs make them think, so that after the song, A, the voice musculature has been used, strengthened, loosened and lubricated, and B, the person has been able to think about the song and the words in the song, so they're able to think of the words and speak the words after the sing-along. Even if it's something like, that was a lovely song, or I love singing, at least that's something to work on. You can always build back and build from anything that a dementia resident has to say. And it's important to do that. It only needs a couple of words. It only needs, it's a lovely day, or I love that song, or isn't that beautiful, to be able to build a whole conversation from that. But it's getting those first one or two words, getting the dementia resident out of their silent cave, bringing them into the world and encouraging them to speak. And from there, motivating them, reassuring them, giving them confidence, giving them all the praise and encouragement and positive feedback that they need to feel that they are in a safe space to be able to speak. But the first thing is the singing, because so much is connected with singing for this generation. It's in their generational DNA. I mean, every Saturday night, everyone would get around the piano, and all they used to say that all you need is a good few friends and a nice big piano, and you've got a sing-along, full entertainment for the whole night. And it was the entertainment, often the only entertainment for these people of this elderly generation. So the good thing about sing-alongs is that they can be reenacted within dementia facilities quite easily, either just plain straight out as a sing-along, or with an actual piano and an entertainer coming in to play the piano, or now with the smart TV, you've got the karaoke and the subtitles of the old songs. So there's many ways that it can be brought about. I found that with the work that I did in dementia facilities, it was really good to have a sing-along at the start of the day. First thing in the morning, the favourite song, to sing the favourite song, to lubricate the vocal cords, so that then there was more chance of the dementia residents being motivated to speak and being able to speak. A, from the actual activation of the vocal cords themselves, and B, through the thinking aspect, thinking about the tune, singing along with the tune, the words to the song, and chances then of being able to speak once the cognition tracks are moved along with the singing, much higher chance that they'll be speaking as a result of that. And also the other thing that really motivates in a dementia unit, especially in a group sing-along, is peer pressure. Because if you are sitting beside someone who's singing, and you're also singing, and then after the sing-along that person makes an effort to say something, say they haven't been speaking much for the last few months, but they make an effort to say, that was a beautiful song. And if for weeks after that, that person is continuing to make an effort with even one line each morning, but you sitting next to them with similar ability in singing is not speaking at all, then there will be some peer pressure in the sense that people will see you're not making an effort. And it is expected by the dementia residents in the core group who are working in these singing workshops and thinking workshops that everyone makes a similar effort. I mean, it's apparent those that are more disabled cognitively and physically in a dementia unit, that can be seen that that's obviously a lot more difficult for them to make effort, and they may need to make effort in different ways. But for those that have a similar level of cognition and ability, dementia residents can see that, and they do expect that everyone makes a similar effort in the group sense so that they can, learn from each other, motivate each other, and move along and progress at whatever speed to be able to enjoy the experience and learn from the experience. So the favourite song that we used to play or sing each morning at the dementia unit was Daisy, Daisy. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. I mean, it's a very simple song, and it's good to have simple melodies and simple sing-along tune, because it's easier for the dementia residents to tune into and sing to. And indeed, most of the sing-alongs are a simple melody and a simple tune, so they're perfect to sing to. And I found that in the facility I worked at, everyone knew Daisy, Daisy. I mean, even if they didn't sing it, they'd hum along to it. So it was a real favourite that most, all residents actually know Daisy, Daisy. So as a result, singing that tapped into all of those good, strong, positive past memories. And not only was Daisy, Daisy sung, but then after that, A Long Way to Tipperary. That was another song that was of that age group, an old war song, also easy to sing to. Variety's good as well. I mean, initially to start with the old favourite. So whichever song is your favourite in your country, start with the old favourite to get the voice box loosened up, to get the cognition going, to get the memories going. And then as you move into the singing, if it's a singing session that you're having, then just go gradually to more and more complicated songs. So in New Zealand, we'd start with Daisy, Daisy, then A Long Way to Tipperary, and then we'd end up with Danny Boy. Of course, everyone loves that Irish, emotional Irish song, Danny Boy, and, cross-generational, that one. And we'd put on the smart TV Gentry singing Danny Boy, which is just so moving, so moving. I mean, you can't not be moved to that song. It's so heart-rendering. And actually at the facility I worked at, there was a resident who could sing Danny Boy. He was Irish, actually, and he had a powerful, beautiful voice. So he actually sang with Gentry to Danny Boy, and the other residents would join in. So it's a lot more complex to be able to sing Danny Boy than Daisy, Daisy. But at the end of an hour's or half an hour's singing session, they had the cognitive and physical ability to be able to do that. So this is the way that singing helps speaking. It's very powerful, and it's enjoyable, it's entertaining, it's uplifting, and so many benefits to singing. And then the spin-off being that dementia residents can then start speaking and developing their communication, which of course helps confidence and also helps build and tie in with building the community. So there's so many benefits to this, which relatives can also join in as well, because everyone loves it when their relatives come to the sing-along and they can sing along with their relatives. And it's a good activity for the relatives because it's a relaxing activity. So often the relatives, it can be quite demanding visiting a dementia resident. It's often, you can often feel as a relative that you're doing all the work in communicating and trying to make the effort to communicate with the dementia resident. And sometimes there's not much that's forthcoming. But in a sing-along, you can just sit there and relax along with your relative and mother or father and with the other residents and enjoy it and communicate it. And it's, enjoy it and sing along. And it's an easy form of communication. Singing is an easy form of communication for you and an enjoyable visit for you, less energy. So I've written this book, The Resident's Voice from a Dementia Unit and The Resident's Rise from a Dementia Unit, which is now on the floor, both on Amazon and on my website, pietavalentine.com. Thank you for your looks and your likes. And if you like these videos and find them useful, please pass them on, the links, and please subscribe. We'd really appreciate your support. Thank you.